home to the chivalrous Rajputs and fairy tales, studded with epic forts, colorful festivals and wildlife encounters. Rajasthan is famous for its vibrant culture and traditions. Spectacular architectural marvels in every corner, holding folklores and a rich legacy of history, make Rajasthan very popular. Located in Rajasmand district of Rajasthan, about 86 kilometers from Udaipur stands such a magnificent structure, the fort of Kumbhalgarh. Sisodia clans of Rajputs have made their own history by being one of the few clans to not only resist the Mughals, but ruled the cities of Chittor and Udaipur for years. They left us the magnificent forts with stories of their valor and strength. The Kumbhalgarh fort was built by one of the Sisodia kings, the king who never lost a battle, Maharana Kumbh. The stories of his bravery and valor made him one of the most loved, celebrated ruler of Mewar. Maharana Kumbh, also called Kumbhalgarh Singh, was the eldest son of Maharana Mokal of Mewar and his wife Saubhagya Devi. He ascended the throne after his father was assassinated. In his tenure, he fought a series of battles with Muhammad Khilji, Sultan of Malwa Sultanate. When Chittorgarh was attacked, Maharana Kumbh constructed this fort with the help of chief architect Mandan. It was built on a rocky hill called Machendragarh. In initial stages of construction, the wall kept on falling down. Maharana Kumbh was asked by a saint for a volunteered human sacrifice to praise the deity on the hill in order to construct the fort successfully. Kumbhalgarh majestically sit upon one of the rocky peaks of Aravalli range. The fort is a 700 years old masterpiece. It is situated at a height of about 1,100 meters above the sea level. It is one of the finest engineered structures and impossible to conquer. The monumental wall of Kumbhalgarh has been recorded as the second longest wall in the world, after the Great Wall of China. Spanning over 13 hill peaks of Aravalli ranges, it is 36 kilometers long. Today, the fortified wall is the main feature of the fort. The wall encloses a complete citadel with over 360 temples within it. This mammoth fortification wall occupies an area of 12 square kilometers, with the width of the wall varying from 15 to 25 feet across its length. It was built wide enough for 8 horses to ride along in a line at the same time. Meandering through mountain cliffs and valleys, it has steep ascents and descents. It has giant round bastions, making it harder to approach. Strategically situated on steep, high ground, the fort uses the natural defenses offered by the landscape, such as inaccessible hills, deserts, rivers, and dense forests. The Kumbhalgarh fort remained almost invincible throughout the Mewar rulers' era. It served the purpose for which it was built, essentially to protect from the enemy forces. first glimpse of the majestic fort will leave you awestruck. The entire fort and a huge brown wall have your eyes on for kilometers. Residing as a jewel in the mountains of Aravalli range, encircled by 13 stunning peaks, this fort is an absolute delight for landscape photography lover, and it is a treasure trove for a history lover. The fort has many gateways guarding all the possible approaches to the fort from each direction. The fort from the south opens up through Arayat Pole. Being the oldest gate, it was only accessible and used for royal entries. It is 2 kilometers from the main fort. A breathtaking landscape view does justice to walk up the hill. The journey to the main fort structure will make you pass through 7 imposing huge gates, each with its unique story. Halla Pole is the main entrance to the fort premise. Aptly named, the soldiers used to signal the force by making noises in war situations. Moving towards the fort comes Hanuman Pole. Hanuman Pole has an idol of Hanuman that was brought by Rana Kumbh from Mandor. Ram Pole is the main entrance to the fort. It is traced by the designed wall toughened by huge carved bastions. This long wall trails to Vijaypur, a gate guarding from the east. The Ram Pole and the Vijaypur have 3 stone sculptures that are symbolic to 3 women who were buried alive for helping a rival king. Bhairav Pole is where the saint sacrificed his life. As you climb, you start witnessing a gorgeous sight of Aravalli ranges. The Nimbu Pole, from where you can spot the Kumbh Mahal. A trap near this pole was to mislead the attacking force from getting to the main palace. With a beautiful curved wall, Chaugan Pole is aiming a step turn to block the vision of enemy forces. On its left, there is a Topkhana. It has all the topes maintained inside those times. It has paintings depicting stories of wartime's preparations. The fort's main interconnecting tanks were used to harvest rainwater. The fort was said to never suffer from a water shortage. Water was always in full supply from the nearby Banas River. The watchtower on your way up will make you stop and admire the older yet attractive structure. Soldiers used to keep watch from any invader being in this watchtower. Small arrow holes and oil holes are something to look through. A path to Parga Pole will lead you to beautiful structure having arches. Parga Pole is where the cavalry assembled in those days. Astabal next to Parga Pole has the old sturdy structure and doors. It truly gives the feeling of the ancient era. For royal food arrangements, kitchen sections were made, vegetarian and non-vegetarian. The passages and doors were wide enough for just one person to walk, mainly to block the enemies. The giant and sturdy doors would have taken the strength of elephants to break them. Spike's design was reinforced with spokes throughout the surface to hurt anything banged against it. Doors have artistic carvings that add on the beauty. The entire length of the inner wall is designed with openings that are narrow from the outside and broad from the inside. The wall and structures in the fort are made of rubble stone with little ornamental beauty. The Great Wall was made of large premium stone blocks from the surrounding mountains. Milk and eggshells were used to give the wall beautiful ivory texture. It is believed that the fort had a good number of traps set up at different places to mislead the enemy force once they managed to breach the wall and enter the fort. Exploring the little tunnels near the walls served as secret doors in those times. Maharana Kumbh's Kumbh Mahal is one of its kind, and the strategic structure represents Kumbh himself. It has small windows with beautiful carvings, giving view through all sides of the fort. The temple of Kuldevi of Maharana Kumbh still exists in the fort. The marble flooring of the ancient times beats any modern technology and provides natural cooling to the temple premise. Maharana Kumbh got a palace built named the Palace of the Jhali Rani after the Queen of Jodhpur. The fort is a birthplace of a brave heart, Maharana Pratap, a great warrior whose name is carved in history of Rajputs for his courage and valor. The entrance to the birthplace is through a flight stairs alongside of the palace. This has the aviary shade walls. The beautiful designs carved on the walls and doors are still intact. The beautiful dome leaves us admiring the structure more. The highest point of the fortress is Badal Mahal. It was built by Rana Fateh Singh in the 18th century. It is the peak of Kumbhalgarh Fort. The beautiful architecture of the palace does justice of being jewel of the entire fort. The palace is divided into two parts of interconnected mahals called the Mardana Mahal and the Janana Mahal. Mardana Mahal has a large central courtyard connecting the various rooms in a section. Open terrace from the central courtyard is seen from here. Another compelling thing to witness is the giant light lamp in the middle of the courtyard. It used 20 kilograms cotton and 50 kilograms ghee to light the diya back then. Janana Mahal is compact with a small corridor with lattice work walls. This was a section that was meant for the women to observe the royal proceedings and other main events. The rooms were built by keeping the privacy of royal ladies intact. The rooms have unique ecosystem structure. The interiors are as amazing and breathtaking as the exteriors. Various stunning doorways and paintings will make you stare and admire the beauty. The room walls are painted with turquoise. The windows are facilitated with small open blocks which allow cool air into the beautiful rooms. A passage connecting Janana Mahal and Mardana Mahal leads to a central courtyard with large windows. Aptly named Badal Mahal, has gorgeous view of the hills and valley. Apart from its historical significance, the fort offers irresistible scenic bird-eye view of the city. A spectacular view of the jungle hillsides does justice to the palace. Fort is a house for temples. The oldest inside the fort is a Ganesha temple. Vedi temple is one of the most beautiful temples of the fort. Beautiful pillars and stone carvings make it stand out. Fort has a Shiv temple known as Neelkant Mahadev. It is a structure supported by 24 huge pillars. It has a huge shivling of approximately 5 feet. The fort has been a great attraction for tourists. Parshvanath Temple and Gulera group of temples are the major attractions in the fort. Bhavan Devri Temple has 52 beautiful canopies, having only one entrance from north. The pillars and beautiful carvings are a delight to watch. Sun Temple revels a glorious view of the fort. Kheda Mata Temple, Mamdeo Temple are the other major temples inside the fort. Every evening at 6:45 p.m., a light and sound show is organized at the fort. The show lasts for 45 minutes. It showcases the history of the fort with audio and lights. The glorious fort today is under the wings of Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, who are committed to continuous development of the structure and surrounding areas. Impeccable preservation and maintenance make the fort of Kumbhalgarh a prestige to be recognized as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Grandeur, folklores, rich history. The fort of Kumbhalgarh has a saga of love, respect and betrayal.